Dollar General just opened a store with no cashiers. So no staff, no humans, just AI watching you shop. Let's take a look.
All right, we're at this Dollar General. There's no employees. You literally just scan your card to get in. Look at all these cameras. You literally just grab what you need and leave, and you scan your card before you get in.
Don't touch nothing.
This is crazy. What the freaking heck? Look at all these cameras. All right, we're at the.
Yeah, that's crazy right there. It's crazy right there. But it don't look half bad. Not gonna cap. So you basically scan your card to walk in. You get the item that you want, or all of them, right? But if you put it back on the shelf, it knows. If you keep it, whatever, and then you can leave. Now, the part that intrigues me, I ain't gonna cap. No lines. There's one thing I hate is when you get your stuff, like you're in a rush, and then you gotta try and sit there in a line because somebody got all coins, and they trying to count them out one by one, or they card won't go through. They done scanned it 5, 6, 7 times, telling the people, "Hey man, I got money on there. Need to fix it." All that kind of stuff. I don't got time for it. Like, for one, I don't like going in the store. So now that I got to, I just want to leave. So that part intrigued me. I'm not gonna count, right? I ain't got a small talk with the cashiers, right? 79-year-old cashier trying to talk to your off, right? Because you got a cute baby, or they just really trying to make their day pass by, or whatever. Who wants to go through that? All this one got cameras, sensors. Now they tracking your every move clearly, right? It ain't nowhere in there to hide. That's a fact. Let's go. Let me see. Look at that. Yeah, it ain't nowhere to hide in that joint. You know, but so here's the wild part though. Also, like this is not like Amazon. So Amazon got stuff like this when they had the Amazon Go, but then they also have Whole Foods that you can do something similar inside of. But they have people. This is Dollar General, so that they normally build the Dollar Generals in small towns. They still have some in the city, but they have pride themselves on low prices and cashiers, right, and humans. But now they're testing frictionless shopping, and that doesn't include you, okay, as the employee. So, like I said, they're testing frictionless retail, which is the same concept as what Amazon Go did. They tried it years ago, but now they have cheaper tech and way more aggressive scaling plans, right? So, as far as what you do, you got to walk in the store, you scan your card, you walk in, and then you just get what you want. You don't got to scan no items. It ain't no self checkout, and you don't get a receipt like that. And I'm telling you, for those of y'all who are already trying to think about this lick, don't even try it. Y'all see all them cameras in the ceiling, and you see they also have sensors in the shelves. They're gonna see what you took, whether you put it back, and they're gonna charge your card automatically. And if you think you're just gonna give them some prepaid card with a zero balance on there, good luck. Police will be out there waiting on you, I'm sure. But with all this AI stuff going on and robots and all of this, that's going on, what I'm trying to bring this up and tell you is, like, you got to realize this is not about innovation right here. This is about cutting costs. Okay. So let's look at how this system actually works. You got overhead cameras, right? They're going to identify you as soon as you walk in. So all the shelves have pressure and vision sensors that are going to detect all the items you grab and whether you put it back or not. That system then is going to create that digital shopping cart for you in real time while you're walking around. And it's not just tracking the products, it's tracking you as well, right? So here's what they're saying. It's studying you. How long do you linger around in the aisle? What did you pick up and decide not to buy? How fast are you moving in there? All of that data is not just going to the receipt. They're training their AI so that they can try and predict shopping behavior at scale. So you got to think about that part too, right? Is it Dollar General, the discount retail store? Like, they're collecting behavioral data on millions of people. That, guess what? They can sell later, I'm sure. And they're doing all this while they're able to cut human jobs in the process. Now, I know y'all don't think this stuff is happening. Now, I know some of y'all do, right? Some of y'all saying, hey, this is happening too fast. And some of y'all think this don't care, it don't matter. You may or may not be right. All right. So we know though the real reason Dollar General is doing this is not trying to be a high tech store. They're trying to survive. So retail right now is getting hit like crazy, right? They got the labor shortages, you got raising wages, and then you have record theft, right? Like I remember growing up, even the Walmart down the street from where I grew up, it lost like, from what I remember, $500,000 in 1 year, and they shut it down. And this is multiple years, right? They had to stop the bleeding because people were stealing. It was so bad. I remember one time, like I was at the barbershop getting a haircut, which is across the street in a shopping center across from the Walmart. And this, I ain't gonna call him a crackhead. He came in and he had a Walmart sack in his hand, and he had a bunch of stuff in it, right? Like deodorant, toothpaste, all the stuff, right? And he's just going down from barber chair to barber chair. People who was waiting in there, hey man, y'all want any of this? Y'all want some of this? I got some deodorant, and he's selling it. And my naive butt, right? Y'all know I didn't grow up in the hood. I was hood adjacent. I didn't really know what was going on until this happened. He got to one of the barbers, and the barber was like, "Yo, you got that Crest 3D white?" And he looked in the bag, did like that, shuffled around a little bit. He's like, "Nah, but I'm gonna be right back." Man, this dude came back like 5 minutes later, and he had the Crest 3D white. Now, I don't know how much the barber paid for it, right? $1 or whatever he paid for it. But that's when I realized, I'm like, "Yo, he was stealing." Yeah. But what am I saying? This is what these retail stores are going through and dealing with. And they're dealing with it 365 days a year. And so when it comes to this, right, Dollar General, let's get back to this. Each store, it takes about 6 figures a year just to staff it. So when you think about that and replacing it with this automated system, that's cutting operational costs instantly. So even though that upfront cost to build it is going to cost them, right? But everything after that is gravy. Year 2, 3, 5, 10 is going down like crazy. So if you did the math, right, you got one single small store might have like 5 to 8 cashiers going through these different shifts. That's around $100 to $150,000 a year in labor costs. This AI-driven store is going to be a fraction of that. So the software is not going to need health insurance. It's not going to call in sick. It ain't complaining about having to work late or somebody coming in and the store closed at 8 p.m. and they coming in at 7:58 trying to shop. The employee's not throwing a fit, right? So from a business perspective, this is a win. But this is what you should be paying attention to. The human perspective is scary. I'm gonna be real with you. Some of these shoppers, they're gonna love it, right? They get to walk in, they get what they need, and they can get out in no time. They saying they love it. No lines, no conversations. They can just get out. But there's another side. There's some other people that they basically walked in once and they said they're never coming back. And that's okay. That's a part of, the thing. But what they're saying is they described it as eerie, like it's shopping in a simulation or something. So one of them said it felt like I was stealing, but the store wanted me to, right? Like that's too crazy. Uh, but it really is too about the jobs, right? So all these smart stores means that there's going to be fewer humans that are needed for the store, and the retail jobs, which these are still one of the largest entry level positions that we have in the U.S. When that layer disappears, there are going to be hundreds of thousands or millions of people who are missing that first step on that economic journey, right? Or that of the ladder. But I know this part right here is where I'm going to actually lose some people. But I'm going to say it anyway. So we're being trained to feel comfortable in spaces without people. So think back. First, it was restaurants. They replaced the cashiers with the kiosks. I ain't lying to you. If I gotta try and go and get my 2 apple pies from McDonald's when I stop by every now and then, get my 2 apple pies, and I gotta go inside, I'm not going to the cashier. I'm going straight to the little kiosk, boop, 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 and I'm out. And that's what I do every time, right now. So we've been normalized. Now you got warehouses replacing the workers with the robots. You go on the Amazon warehouse, robots everywhere. Now corner stores, right? These little retail stores. This is the most human space we got, and they being emptied out soon. So to your face, what they're saying is, hey, this is about efficiency and all of this stuff. But in reality, I believe it's some conditioning going on. And we right now are getting used to seeing fewer and fewer interaction, fewer faces, right? Humans, because when people gradually disappear, we don't notice, and that becomes normal. You just look up one day and you're like, man, where everybody at? And that's kind of the part that bothers me a little bit, the fact that they're quietly and slowly changing what we expect from society. I'll say that. And a scary truth for sure that I've been looking at, like Walmart is testing this stuff. Dollar General ain't alone. Kroger, they testing out smart shelves. Amazon, you already know they already got cashierless Whole Foods, right, inside of there. So it's not an isolated experiment that Dollar General is trying to do. Like, this is an industry shift. And the future of retail, I'm telling you, is not people. Like, this is what they're looking at: sensors, cameras, and people, shoppers. And once they get these economics right, they probably they're going to copy and paste all of them. Why? Because you're not going to be making or saving as much as the next company. So you got to fall in line, right? So if one retailer saved 20% on labor and you don't, you're cooked. Like, you're going to starve yourself out because you didn't try and make the same decision. And there are some who are going to try and hold on, right? Like, like we call them the mom and pop stores, right? The little ones that still hang on for whatever tradition they got, right? And you probably try and patronize your local one, right? Like, let me go and support, stop and go, gym stop and go or whatever. But they're going to be a dying breed soon because they're not going to want to, we're trying to stay here for the people. We're going to be here for you. And slowly the market is going down like crazy. They service is going to be trash. Why? Because they're trying to hold on to. Meanwhile, these other ones, I don't know. I don't blame them. For me, a part of me, I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, this sucks. And then there's the other side where you look at it from the business perspective and you're like, it does make all the sense for them if it works. Like, if the numbers work, it works. And that's how this disruption anywhere happens. It's not because the consumers actually want it. It's because the corporations are trying to survive and save money. And if I'm being real, a lot of us are still going to use it. Like, you're going to shop there, you're going to enjoy the quiet and the convenience, and you're going to forget about the people that it replaced, unless it's you, right? Or somebody in your immediate family. You're going to forget. You already did it. You did it every single time it's happened in the past. And that's why they know they can do it. And all they're doing is playing on human nature, right? Convenience is always going to win until we realize what we lost to get it. It happens every single time. And the question that nobody's asking is, when the robots replace these workers, who's going to replace the customers? Because when you take away that human touch, like just a little bit from every single transaction, what ends up happening to the social part of the community, right? The part that keeps the community together. I'm gonna be honest, I'm torn with this one, y'all. I'm torn with it. And maybe it sounds a little dramatic, but go to like one of them small towns to the Dollar General. It's popping, or where it's the main store. When you take away those cashiers that know everybody by name, they know everybody's face, right? You know what I'm talking about. What's up, Jim? Hey, Betty, what's happening? How you doing today? I'm all right. My hip hurt a little bit, but I'm gonna make it. Like, that little touch, it's gonna be gone. And what's gonna happen then? I don't know. That connection, that community feel, when it's taken away, we'll have to see what happens. Y'all let me know. What do y'all think about this? I'm also not one to say as well that automation is evil, because it don't a whole lot of automation to help for me. And what I do know is technology always disrupts, and it does create a new kind of thing And then there's always that transitional period where people are like super mad. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to deal with it. They're frustrated with the change. And that's where we are right now. But that same AI that's replacing cashiers, they're going to end up replacing warehouse workers, drivers, and customer service agents. And I'm not here to say that like to scare you. It's just a reality at this moment. I'm not trying to. I promise. I wish I could say that it's all wrong and that I'm wrong, but we're watching it happen in real time. So again, what do y'all think about this? Are y'all gonna end up shopping at this fully automated store, or are you already shopping at the fully automated store, or is this just like too much? Like this crossing the line, I'm not supporting this mess. You ask me, I'm fascinated with it, and it's a little unsettling to my stomach a little bit at the same time too. I'll just being real. Like you can see right now, like this is not just this is what we're gonna see in the future. This right now, and we got Dollar General in the city, so I'm gonna pop in. I'm gonna pop in when it pop up, so I can at least try it. I need to see what it's like. So either way, the link to the creator of the video is going to be in the description below. If you need a new career because you're not sure what's going on out here, you can go ahead and get a discount through Course Careers. Just click the first link in the description below so that you can start their free intro course. Also, hit the like button. It's going to tell the algorithm that you like this kind of stories, right? And it's also going to show me again. And go ahead and subscribe, because the next wave of automation is not going to be about robots and these factories and stores. It's actually going to be about what I talked about in the last video on the screen. Robots in your neighborhood, in your house. Go ahead and check it out right now, and I'll see you in a minute.